This is Yohhamgambal, and we're back playing Digital Devil Saga, Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Last time, we went to the Solids base with the Marlboros to beat the Solids, but unfortunately, Bats has betrayed us, and Janaya, the leader of the Marlboros, is now dead. So we are going back here to find the traitor and hopefully to find Mick, the leader of the Solids, who is really punching Janaya a lot. I can't remember how to pronounce her name, but yeah. She's getting her ass whipped, honestly.
Gale.
And look, it's Gale, our buddy.
Why are you here?
Sarah said something unusual. That you were in danger.
Sarah said that? But how? She couldn't have known.
What transpired? I see. We have failed. Let us devise a new plan.
Plan? How can you be like that? Our comrade died.
Comrade? I do not comprehend.
Just ignore her. She's just pissed because her girlfriend got killed.
What is pissed? Her girlfriend?
We're going after Mick. Don't try to stop us.
You have a point. I believe it may still be feasible now that he has left the Citadel. This is acceptable. I will now accompany you.
Alright, so we have Gale. Now, just so you know, I want to explain something really quick. So, my levels and abilities are going to be a little different. Because in the last level, I was higher leveled, and I also already had Yakuza already mastered. So there's some abilities I don't have in this part that I should have, and that I would have had from the previous part. And that's because this part, when I originally recorded it, whatever reason, the recording was awful. Like, the quality was extremely bad. And I was really tempted to just leave it. But then I was like, no, I'm not going to. But because of that, I had to redo the whole Citadel part and a little bit more before that. So I didn't do all the grinding that I did beforehand like I did before. So I still have the original save of this recording, and you'll see that. Of the part. So in the next part, I'll have all the characters at the levels they should be with the abilities they should have. But for this one, we're going to be lacking in some abilities and some levels. So I just wanted you guys to know that, just in case you notice a discrepancy between the levels and abilities that I have. It was a little annoying, but it worked out fine. But I didn't want to put that video up because the quality was so bad. And the quality is already not super amazing because it's a PS2 game. If I ran this on an emulator, it would probably be really better, but I don't really have that stuff, and I don't really want to use an emulator. I like using the physical. Nothing against emulators, it's just I prefer to just, do like this, and that's fine. But yeah, we're going to go inside and hopefully find Mick. We're only going to run across 3 new enemies. Actually, 2 new enemies. And they're both like bosses. One of the enemies we've already fought, Kelpie, I believe. We've already fought them, but I never talked about them, so I'm going to show one of them, I believe, if I remember from this recording. But yeah, though, as you can see, my abilities are a little different. I don't have access to 8 abilities right now. I can only have 6. And once I hit level 20, I can put 2 more. But, just so you know, I was kind of bummed out because it was a pretty good recording, but it's just like, it's what it is. I didn't want to put it up because the quality was really, really bad. I now know why my Hapag does that, but it's kind of weird. Anyways, most of the enemies you're going to be fighting for the moment, they'll just run away. Some of them will stay around and fight you, but a lot of times they'll just run away. So yeah, just keep chasing that one dude, and eventually we'll make it to Gate 4.
What's up with these guys? Where the hell is Mick?
not attacking. This is a diversion.
A diversion? What do you mean? We're outnumbered.
Think again, dumbass. Bastard.
I understand. This was a trap.
Yep, so round 2 with bats, and this time he's a little harder, not a ton harder, but so he's gonna go with Psycho Rage again, and this time he's gonna summon 2 cohorts for him. He's gonna summon 2 cohorts, so he's still gonna guard, but you can't hurt him with Earth anymore, if I remember correctly. He's gonna bring a Bahamut, and a Bahamut will summon another Bahamut, and you can't hurt him until you get rid of the Bahamuts, and the really only good way to get rid of the Bahamuts is with Expel. But unfortunately, he's voided it, so we can't do anything about that. So yeah, I'm just going to start lowering their attack. But what you really want to do, though, is put Void Death, because he will hurt you. And this is where Gale's super useful. I didn't mention it, but since Gale's joined our party, he has some healing. He can use Void Death. He can also use Muda, which is nice. Yeah, but other than that, though, this fight isn't too hard. It's just a little lengthy-ish. Just make sure you put Muda, because if you don't, it can really mess up your day. Anyway, though, Bahamuts are pretty interesting. They're pretty famous demons. They're usually referred to as the King of Demons, and also known as the Sabbatic Goat. And interesting enough, they have the ability to control all women. And they are what give witches their power. So that's why they're usually shown, whenever it's like something demonic or with witches, they're shown to be what they're worshipping. And they also have, what's kind of cool is their bodies are not, I never knew this about them, but their bodies are that of women or sometimes even hermaphrodites. So interesting. And they are void, fire, and elements, and death. But they're weak to expel. And funny little tidbit of information, they have 666 information. They have 666 HP. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, though, they're not too hard, but their Muda can be very dangerous. And they sometimes will combine together to do an instant kill attack that will hit everybody on the field. So you have to be really careful about that. He'll keep using Void Earth, so I think technically he is still weak to Void Earth, but there's no point in doing it. You can't really hurt him, so you really just want to get rid of the Bahamuts. Just keep using Hama. Even with their low, even if they don't have full life, it's still pretty good, because you get an extra turn. And it does half their life, so it's pretty useful. I really love oh, I forgot. Darn it! I knew I was forgetting something. I wanted to talk about Gale's Avatar tuner. Actually, I remember it. He's also obviously from a Veldic culture, which is what all of our main characters Avatar tuners are. But his is really cool because from what I'm remembering, his involves him having a competition with a bunch of other deities about what aspect of a man. Because I'm trying to form this into a sentence. Each one of the deities in the competition said he's the most important part of a human, right? And Gale's Avatar tuner is able to control characters' breathing, if I remember correctly. So his is about breathing. And so they kept taking away each part of a person's sense of ability to see if he would survive without them. So the first one was like sight. They took away this one person's sight, the deity of sight. He was able to survive. They took away the deity that represented like touch or something else, right? Until eventually they got to Gale's deity, which represented the ability to breathe, and they found out, oh shit, we can't live without him. He's like super important. So it's just kind of a cool little story that I always remember. Also, I think design-wise, this is my favorite. I don't get why his feet have knives in them, but his head is like a Venus flytrap, and that's really cool. So yeah, once you get rid of those, he will now start attacking you with Rage and Gale's Spiral, I think is what it's called. Yeah, no, sorry, Spiral Edge. But he's not super dangerous, but he can. The only way to really hurt him is physical attacks. So magic doesn't really do that much. So you can bring out heat, which I think I do. because I had to, like I said, I had to re-record this part, so I'm trying to remember what was from the original and what was from the second take. But he's really not that hard, though. He's just more just like, okay, can you die already? You're by yourself. So yeah, physical attacks are kind of the way to go. I think I put Gale away so I can bring out Heat. And I'm just weakening his attack because he can't get rid of the negative effect from it. His Bahamut's could, but he can't. So yeah, that's nice. You can just weaken his attack till he can't he won't be able to do that much damage. I wish I had weakened defense, but I don't. But that's okay. And his physical attack is going down a lot. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and oh nope, I think I'm gonna heal. It's good to have more than one healer, which is nice. And there he goes with Rage again, but it's only giving him 2 turns. He can also heal himself still with Leech, and it does a pretty respectable amount of damage. 38, that's a pretty good amount. But yeah, as you can see, his attack is substantially lower, thanks to the couple of those debuffs I put down. I also didn't know, though, I actually found this out in this fight. He also has physical void. It's either physical void or reflect or absorb. I don't remember what, but I actually never knew he had that. I've never once seen him do it, but he only did it because I'm pretty sure I bring out not Gale. I bring out Heat. I've never once seen him do that before, so that's really interesting. So he has physical void, which I again never knew he had. Yeah. But it doesn't appear that Mick is here, unfortunately. So, I don't know. Bats is here, though. Bats is a jerk. And we want to kill him. But yeah, though, this fight's kind of boring. There's not much to do after you kill his buddies. I'm actually really impressed, though, that he could fly without flapping his wings. I don't know how he does that. He loves Argilla, though. He keeps kissing her. He keeps giving her big old kisses. Oh, never mind. He likes Gale, too. He's like, give me a kiss, mom. And I say, stop it. God, I love the music in this game, though. So rockin'. I love Gale's attack animation, though, with his foot. He's like a ballerina. He goes, kick! Cracks me up. So yeah, this is where I bring out Heat. I don't know if I ever showed this, but because we didn't have the option, you can replace characters or withdraw them. So if you need someone else, you can always do that. I normally don't really do that ever, though, but it's a helpful thing you can do. So yeah, Heat's doing a lot more damage, but yeah, I never knew he had physical drain, so that kind of threw me for a curveball. I'm like, oh, okay, that's different, but doesn't matter because he's pretty much dead. He shields Terra now. But I think we're about to finish him off. Yeah, because he doesn't have another physical drain. So we can just finish him off. Come on. Give him the old death spray. And he's done. Get out of here, bats. No one likes you. For some reason, though, Gale didn't really get any experience. Oh, that's because he left the final part, I think. And I'm just dumping it all in the MP because I don't care.
What the hell is going on?
You're too late. That stupid girl's in Mick's hands by now.
How do you know about Sarah?
There's a girl at our base who can help you control this power. Come with us. Come and see Sarah, please.
You son of a...
They are a step ahead of us, if they know that much. They are planning to neutralize us using Sarah's power.
How do you know that? Don't tell me that you...
It is logical.
She's just a girl who can sing. How dare you drag her into this mess?
I do not comprehend. Logic demands the most efficient response to...
No! It's not right!
I'll take taste your flesh one day, woman!
It may be too late, but we should return to base.
Was that a rhyme, Gale? It may be too late, but we should return to base. Anyways, Bats got away again. And one thing I want to mention, you want to make sure that sometimes your characters will leave, and when they do that, it's a really good time to get them to learn a mantra that's really difficult. So when a character leaves, whatever mantra they had equipped, they'll have it completely mastered when they come back. So in the file that we're going to continue on in part 6, Heat has, I think, one of the more difficult physical mantras that we have at the moment. So yeah, you want to make sure that you do that. But you're not always going to know when it's going to happen, so, you know. And there's that light I was talking about earlier. That heals you for free. Unfortunately, though, we need to leave, but we cannot teleport out. And every way has been blocked, so we need to get out of here. And so we're going to be exploring new places of the base. And it's not that hard. After finishing the solids base, this is a lot easier. But we do come across some ambushes from enemies. And yeah, that's about it. But there's really no new enemies. This fight actually right here can be a little annoying because they're going to try and put you to sleep. And these are Kelpies. I think we fought them before, but I'm not super sure. But Kelpies are Celtic. They're from Celtic mythology. They're supernatural water horses. They haunt rivers and lakes. And they're in Scotland and Ireland. And what they like to do is they like to lure people into the water to drown them so that they can eat them. But they more specifically like to lure children into the water to drown them. And what's funny, I use the word funny because it's not funny that children are drowning. But what's funny is they like to tempt children with free horse rides. So they'll be like, "Hey Billy, come here. I'll let you ride on my back. Just come in this deep, dangerous, rushing water." And once someone touches their skin is like adhesive. It becomes like adhesive, so it's like duct tape. So then they can't get out. So I'm guessing maybe in the older Celtic ancient times, if someone had warts, they would just try and find the Kelpie and rub its body, because the adhesive would get rid of all the warts. But yeah, the Kelties are kind of annoying because they can put you to sleep. They avoid electricity, and they resist earth, but they're weak to fire, which would be helpful if we had, but unfortunately we really do not. I mean, we have some items, but it didn't really come to my mind. Other than that, though, they're not too difficult. They're just more annoying than anything else. Get out of here. Yeah, but it's an ambush again, though, so you have to fight all of them. The music's so rockin', though. Yeah, they're just a little annoying because, you know, they'll put you to sleep, and being asleep can be kind of dangerous because you won't wake up until someone either heals you with a panacea or if you get hit. But they'll sometimes hit you with comatose again, which I think keeps you asleep. So yeah. But the one thing about sleeping is, though, when you're asleep, you regain your MP and you regain a little bit of MP and a little bit of HP. So it's kind of beneficial in a weird way, but you don't get a lot. It's not like, ooh, I'm getting like 100 MP back and 60 HP. No, it's like maybe 4. So yeah. For some, like when I'm looking at Kelpie, though, I'm thinking of Berserk. You know, the Kelpie that they had to fight, and it's making me think of Casca and the newest part of Berserk. If you haven't read it, you should. And if you haven't, spoilers. I can't believe. I'm not surprised they did that. Guts will never find peace. Guts will always never find peace. Of course the author would do that to me. What? And I'll probably die before the manga ever finishes. What the hell? What the hell? One day, maybe. One day, Guts will find peace. Probably not. Anyways, let's just keep fighting. Oh yeah, and what makes Kelpies kind of annoying too is the fact that you have Gale. Gale is weak to electricity, so yeah, they can get a whole bunch of extra turns, and they'll just keep combining their efforts together to hit you with a whole bunch of electricity. So it's a little annoying, but they're not too bad otherwise. If you're just not prepared, they can be a little tricky. Come on, stop with all your extra turns. My goodness. Just finish them off past me. Thank you. I like this one. This one's all by himself. He's like, oh god, I'm all alone? I'm the only one left? I'm DA. Yep, you are, buddy. I'm just gonna Zanma the hell out of you. Gale actually has pretty decent magic right now. He has the moderate strength of force magic, which is pretty nice. And I almost have Muda again, but doesn't matter. Alright. And I think I just need to heal, yeah. Gale's funny. I think Gale's maybe one of my favorite characters. I don't know, I really like Gale. I just like him a lot. Battle! Okay, gone. And level 20 again! And now she should be able to reach another karma plane. Yep. It's so funny. I mean, again, it was like, I could have used that episode, but I just couldn't. You know, it just looks so bad. And my little brother's like, just use it. Who cares? I'm like, I care. I care. I don't want the people who actually do enjoy watching this to look at crap. Couldn't let that happen. You know. Got standards. Not that it matters a ton, but you know. And I'm trying to figure out what to put on her, but it's not a whole bunch with this one because I was kind of rushing a little bit to get back to where I was. So yeah, just a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. They'll have way more abilities. I think in the next part, I'll have Argilla's like actual Earth attack that hits everybody. Because I really want to get her to start learning her Earth abilities. Because she's been doing pretty good as a healer, but I need her to actually be able to do some damage every now and then. And there's just another yellow wall, which we can... I think there's like 2 yellow walls in this base. And there's an item in the corner. Either way, it doesn't really matter which way you go. It's just, I like to go the inside way because it just reminds me that there's a yellow wall there that I can get for a later time. But yeah, though, there's pretty much no new enemies here. They're just turdocs, they're just news, succubuses, things we fought in the last part, so there's no point in showing them. We're only going to run across 2 new enemies, but they're both... Well, actually, no, we already run across one, which is the Bahamut. And then I talked about the Kelpie. So the last one is just kind of like the end. It's kind of like the... I wouldn't say the boss of this level, because we already kind of fought the boss. It's like the mini-boss, but it's at the very end, which is kind of funny. But it's what it is. And another item for moi. Thank you. I appreciate it. This curse. Got this so hard it cursed you. And we're just continuing to travel on. But yeah, though, I can't... Freaking bats. Freaking betrayed. Junana. I can never remember her name. It's weird. There's really not much else to talk about. There's just items to collect, ladders to climb, and I think... Okay, no, this is... Yeah, this is not the dead end. Fortunately, I had to go back, and I keep running into a crap ton of enemies, so it gets a little annoying. But... Oh, come on! There we go. At least I got a level up for Gale, though. Which is nice. Gale's actually more of a... Gale's actually nice because he's a pretty balanced fighter. He has a good amount of he has a good amount of attack, and he has a good amount of magic, so you can really put him into either or. I usually put him more on the support side, but he can be pretty decent as either or, which is nice. So he can be a nice mixer, which can be very beneficial. I don't even know why I'm even caring about putting magic right now, because again, this file isn't going to be used. I'm using my previous file that I recorded with, so it's like, it doesn't really matter. Guess I'm just doing it because it's just out of habit. And I think, though, it would be a good idea to learn Wreck Arm. Wreck Arm just lets you revive a character, which is actually pretty useful. But I always have so many life gems, it doesn't even really seem to matter, honestly. They really start, if you like search every area of the game, they hand those out to you. And you're pretty usually well equipped for the most part, unless you die consistently and constantly in the game, which you don't. I mean, the one thing is, though, you can always just get through a battle with a couple, like with one of your characters dead, and they'll be revived with 1 HP at the end of the, when you leave the battle. He'll have only 1 HP, and then you can just heal him with items or an ability. So yeah. Anyways, we have these guys, And it's just an ambush of news. And thankfully, though, because we have Gale, we can actually take them out relatively quickly because they are weak to wind, so we can actually do some damage. He can frighten them, which is nice. He can't take them out in one shot, but he's pretty darn close. Unfortunately, though, news can be a little dangerous because they have an instant death spell that can hit everyone on the field, so it's actually a little bit scary. So you want to be careful about that. And they also can void wind. They can void force, so that does get a little annoying. And here I'm just going to start throwing out, not the blast, there we go. I only have one though, but it does moderate force damage. But it does a pretty good amount. And then finish him off with Shockwave, which is basically just the Ice Breath equivalent, which is the Force Ice Breath, kind of. It's not as good, I think, but it's pretty similar. Because Shockwave does less damage than our regular Zanma does, which is, they're both moderate, but Shockwave can hit enemies multiple times sometimes, so. They don't really have anything because they, I believe they absorb ice. So, there's not a whole bunch I can do except for, like, Venom Claw, which is decent, and it does poison him, which is nice, but it's not, you know, what I really want to use. And I lowered their attack. There wasn't anything else to really do. Yeah, I don't kill any of them, which sucks. I was hoping to poison this one, but I don't. And they can use Blick. And I don't think I've ever mentioned what Curse does. Curse will, if I remember correctly, if you attack an enemy, the damage you do to them will also hurt you. So you'll see, like, if I attack with Venom Claw and I do like 50 damage, I'll also take 50 damage. But it's not super dangerous, but it can be a little annoying. I don't think it does anything, though, if you kill the enemy. Like, if you kill the enemy, you don't take, like, damage, I think. I don't really recall what it does. 100%. It's still alive, my god. Sometimes it'd be better just to use the really strong wind attack, because it would take them out in, like, one hit. Yeah, see, it didn't do anything there, but usually, though, you'll take damage. Whatever damage. Yeah, see, I gave him 40, he gave me 40 back with the curse. So it's not really a big deal. Unfortunately, though, there's still another round. Yeah, they're making you do a lot. You gotta deal with a lot of them. So I'm just like getting rid of this because I can't, you know, can't keep letting myself get hurt. Let's go for Media, why not? Heal everybody. And I go for Void. I don't remember why I go for Void Death. I think because I don't want to get cursed, but I got really lucky here because if that hit, all my characters would have died, and I would have had to restart, and I would have been a little annoyed. So that was really lucky, and because of that, I start getting a little paranoid because of that, and now I just have Gale like using Death Void all the time because I'm kind of paranoid about getting hit by that. Because it spooked me hard. It really spooked me. And I'm trying to see if I have any combo spells I can use, but I don't really have anything, so... just attack. Yeah, I start using Void Death, because I got really paranoid after seeing them do that. I didn't actually know they could do that. And then, of course, they never do it again. But that one time was just enough to put me on my toes and make me a little baby. Yeah, please let's not do that. And I did poison one, which was nice. I think, okay, I guess I don't do it again. I thought I did it more, but I don't think they can, though. I think they had to have, I think what I was thinking was if I can get rid of two, then I'll be fine, because they can only do it when they combine efforts. They can't do it by themselves. Another curse, but it doesn't even matter. Curse, though, is one of those status of ailments that will stick with you after battle, so you do have to heal it, either at the terminal or with an item. I like the little flames, though. They're like little will-o-wisps. And there's just one more. I don't know why I used this curse, though, because it doesn't matter. I want to kill that new, but it's what it is. I love their faces. And do I eat him? No, I don't even think I have Devour on this set right now, because I don't really care about getting experience with this group. But I did level up though. Thank you, Argerble. Alright. Yeah, it took that fight took a long time though. That one's a little tough. Took a little bit of beating. Thankfully though, I believe we're gonna be there's a healing terminal pretty close by, so we can do that. And we're actually almost done with this place. This place is actually relatively yeah, there's a healing terminal right there. This place is pretty short if you know what you're doing. The only thing that makes this place long is that all the extra battles you have to do from all the enemies and all the ambushes. That's what makes this place a little long, but if you can cut those out and get through them, then it's what okay, I don't know what happened there. I think I accidentally cut out me walking a little forward. Sorry about that. Well, nothing must have happened. We were just right next to the healing terminal anyway, see? We were just right there. So that was really weird though. I'm sorry about that. I think I cut a little too much out there by accident. Alright, well you just missed like 10 seconds of me walking. I'll have to be a little more careful about that in the future with my editing. I think I totally did that by mistake, so I apologize for that, viewers. If I do it again though, I swear, you better... I didn't do it again, did I? That was weird. I don't know how that happened. And nope. Okay, we're good. I think it was just a one-time accident. Strange, but whatever. It's okay. It saved us 10 seconds of walking. So, I'm okay with that. But thankfully, though, we are almost done with this place. There really isn't that much more left, which is pretty damn nice, honestly. It's just that we're going to get into a couple more ambushes. Well, they did stall me for a minute. But nothing too strong. Oh, I think these are new enemies. I don't think we've actually fought these things before. Oh, I forgot I don't know what... Shoot. I don't remember what these things are called. They're not too dangerous, but I don't remember what they're called. They're kind of annoying. They'll raise their evasion. Well, it's gone, but there's more. What they like to do is they'll raise their evasion. So they can be really annoying. Okay, they're Onyx. Let me see if I can... I actually didn't... I forgot about those guys. Well, I've been doing a terrible job this part. First that one part with the the tiny little skip, and now this. Alright, I got them. They're called Ungnots. And they're ape princes. Okay, so they're just ape princes, I guess. Oh, okay, so nothing really that interesting. Yeah, they're fairly easy, but like I said, they do like to make their evasion and hit rate go up. And they resist physical, but they're weak to electric, charm, and nerve. So they're fairly easy. Yeah, Mute Blow can be annoying. It's actually a pretty strong move. It'll be nice when we get Heat to have it, because the fact that he can mute enemies will be really helpful. Because he doesn't have the best magical defense, so... And it will stop them from being able to heal, too, in some circumstances, so that's really nice. And, yep, okay, Argilla's muted, so we definitely need her to be able to talk, since she's kind of our healer. She's our main healer, so we need her. I can't believe how much MP my main character has now. It's so crazy how much you can get. And this is the door I think we originally came from. Was it? I need to look at the map. Put the map on past me. Okay, no, that's where, yep. Okay, so that, if we go straight, yep. I'm not sure what I'm doing over here. I think I was saving. Oh yeah, because there is, the end boss here is kind of hard. So I was just saving. But I forgot there's a save station, though, right before him. So there wasn't any point, honestly. I was just being a little overly cautious, but that's okay. After what happened, you know, with the file, I was just like, oh god, I don't want to have to redo everything again, because that got really like tedious, you know. Not that, I mean, you know, it's fine, it's what it is, but it was just like, ugh. I'm sure people though who've had that happen will understand, and it was a good run too. Like I did a really good job, so that's what it is. And yeah, unfortunately, though, you can't teleport your way out of here. So, and if you try and use that door, the shortcut into here, it'll just say someone's blocking it. So if you try it, you can't get through. So yeah. And I get one more fight before I fight the final I don't want to say boss because Bats was the boss. But this guy can be a little dangerous actually if you're not careful. He actually can be very aggressive. And he is, I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'll try my best. Atuaka, and he's a Japanese mythos, and apparently he used to be in the profession of eating children. Like, he just used to eat children. I don't know, but he stopped when he received enlightenment from Buddha. So I guess he was like, oh wow, that's a shitty thing to do. I shouldn't eat children, and he didn't, I guess. But he reflects expel and death, so don't do that, or it'll hit you, which is not good. And he avoids panic, and he resists physical, so he'll resist physical attacks. But he is weak to earth, so Argilla is our main attacker in this part. And he is actually pretty dangerous because, as you can see, his attacks can do a lot of damage. He can give us the nerve status, which is really annoying, so that means our attacks will more likely miss. And he can use Mind Charge, which increases his magic attacks. Excuse me. He can use Mind Charge, which will increase his magic attacks by like double for one turn, so it's really bad. And as you can see, I'm really trying to lower his physical attack, which is a good idea because he can't actually negate it. He has no ability to get rid of the physical drops we give him. Because his Executioner does a lot of damage. And I think it has a high critical rate too or something. I'm not sure, but it does a lot of damage. So you want to make sure that you get that down. And thankfully though, I don't think it will ever wear off. There's no way for it to wear off except if he used a spell to make it wear off. And Gale's actually doing really good here since he resists... No, he doesn't resist ice, but Gale's doing a lot more damage. But that's because Gale has the moderate damage form of force, while we still have the weaker form of ice. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. Gale looks really dizzy. He's like, oh god, my head. I just keep spinning. Oh god, please someone get me off this ride. He has a cratery face. But yeah, he's way easier if you weaken his attack. But he can still be dangerous with his Mind Charge, because he can do some serious damage with his magic, so... yeah, just make sure you're careful. There you go, Argilla. Ate it up. Just want to start getting those extra turns so I can do some damage. Really, though, Gale's our big attacker. I said Argilla was, but Argilla's important because she can heal us, but she can also give us those extra turns we want. That Executioner is really dangerous, though. And here's the Mind Charge. And at this point, I'm just like, oh god, I'm just like, okay, can I just finish him off before he hits me with his attack? Because I don't remember what element he uses, so I'm just like, okay, just get rid of him. Just get rid of him. Just die. And unfortunately, I don't kill him. And he uses fire, but thankfully, though, I do survive that. It doesn't do that much, but he goes for another Mind Charge, and I thought I was dead. But I got lucky. He decided not to use it. Even though he could have killed me with another one of those fire spells. But there we go. He was a little tricky. I got lucky on that last part. And with that though, we are done. We can leave this place finally. And now, apparently though, Sarah's in trouble. So we got to go over there and see what's happening. Yeah, bad and make are pretty intelligent. It's not all your fault, Argilla, but okay. Everyone's been acting weird for a while. Come in here, see some more Marble Base members. Pisses me the hell off. Well, it's nice to meet you too, Mohawk Man. But you know what, though? I'm going to end the video here, and we'll go ahead and chase Bat and Mick, and hopefully Sarah's okay in the next part. So this has been Yohhamgambal. Thanks for watching. See you next time as we continue to play more Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Okay, bye then.